So this video is just a 5 minutes of me warming up before I do a dunk session. I wanted to put this up because I think a lot of people assume that you have to do a full dynamic warm up and a full progression of like dynamic stretching to ballistic stretching, go from dynamic stretching to then performing skips and karaoke and A skips and B skips and high knees for you to have a proper and effective warm up. But really, I think a lot of that's kind of nonsense. I made a video about it in the past, so if you just go to my channel and you find the warm up video, I think it's called like what do warm ups really do, or what's the real purpose of a warm up. Anyways, you don't have to do a bunch of that stuff to get warmed up. And in that video, I talk about the three things that are necessary for an effective warm up. First thing is increase your core body temperature. Really easy to do. Anyone can do it. Can do that with just moving at a pace a little bit faster than your natural walking pace. So like for me to increase my core body temperature, I'm just kind of jogging around, dribbling, getting shots up, every once in a while going up for a layup, going up and touching the rim. That takes care of the increasing of core body temperature. Another thing you need for a warm-up to be successful or effective is you want to increase your heart rate, get your heart rate up to approximately 65% of your heart rate max. If you get it higher than that, great. But getting your heart rate up to 65% of your heart rate max is really easy. You just do what I'm doing right now by moving around, getting shots up, going up for some dunks, rim touches, going up for some layups. So that takes care of that, killing two birds with one stone. And then the last thing you need for a proper or an effective warm-up is to to activate your sympathetic nervous system. What you're doing that is you're just getting your body prepped to produce high forces, to produce force at a higher rate, and to compete in some sort of sport. So I think it's really important for people to understand that you kind of have to just force yourself to warm up. It's not something that you should be taking 15 to 20 minutes doing, because you're just kind of wasting your time at that point. If you think about it this way, think that you're going to go pick up basketball, and you don't get to the court in time to play the first game. What are you typically doing during that first game? You're just standing on the side, maybe getting shots up on a side hoop, or you're just kind of standing there dribbling around. You're not doing a warm-up. And then you go onto the court, and you kind of feel like shit when that next game starts, and you just get up and down the court a few times, and you feel tight, you feel slow, you feel rigid, but after a few possessions, you start to feel good and ready to go. Well, you're not going to hurt yourself if you're not warmed up, because there's going to be an inhibition of the brain's going to inhibit your body to produce force at high levels and have fast contraction rates in your muscles, because you're not warmed, you're not prepped for it. So you kind of just have to force your body to get warmed up. As you can see, I'm just slowly seeing how high I'm jumping by going up and doing some rim touches. It really isn't that complicated, and I think it's really important for people to understand that if you want to get warmed up, just go move. Just go run around, do some jogging, jump. And this goes for the same if you're in the weight room too. Like, you don't have to do all of these prehab exercises. Just go put plates on the bar, do set of 10, do another set of 10, do another set of 10 until you feel ready to go, and it's not going to take that long. And if you don't go through a proper warm-up, your chances of injury does not increase. Your performance isn't going to matter, because you're going to get warmed up eventually, and your performance is going to get back to baseline once you are warmed up. Like I said, there's going to be an inhibition signal from the brain not allowing you to perform at a high levels if you're not warmed up. So as you can see, I'm starting to get up. This is probably like 4.5 minutes in. I guess I don't even know. I don't see the time. But it doesn't take me that long to get warmed up, because I'm just forcing myself to warm up. I have to get there eventually at some time. Might as well get there faster than slower. I don't want to be here all day long. I want to start dunking, so I make sure I have my heart rate up. I have my core body temperature raised up, and I'm activating my sympathetic nervous system by going up for some jumps and getting it that way. And so there it is. That was my dunk, my first dunk of the day. Feeling good. Now I'm ready to get on with the dunk session, and that's that.